they have just this is the first Call of Duty where finally it's like there's a good amount of guns in each category, including sidearms. There's just a lot of selection there, even if some of the guns are pretty similar, but they're different enough to be different guns. But there's enough like in Modern Warfare 2, I felt like there weren't enough sniper rifles,
Okay.
and in uh, Black Ops, I kind of felt like there weren't enough light machine guns. Like there just wasn't enough choice there and variety. And like this game, Modern Warfare, the only reason the whole Call of Duty franchise that really sticks out to me is it's really unique in its customization, and I really love being able to customize. Very rarely do the two same people in a game have the exact same gun because of all the attachments and everything you can do, or at least the same loadout. They never have the same loadout exactly, unless they deliberately copy each
Right.
other. It just
I
doesn't
totally
happen.
agree.
So I really like the customization. And the other thing they did right was they put in a lot of game
Yeah.
types. I know you don't play Gears, but in Gears of War, there's it's like you got Slayer, Team Deathmatch, and then two objective games that are fairly similar. They're different enough, but they're fairly similar. And then they did away with a couple of game types I really wanted to see. And there's just not that many selection, and there just could be, but they just don't, and I don't understand why really. With something like Call of Duty, they have an entire playlist of just tons and tons of like types of games, and I really like what I like to see. Just choice. Choice
Right.
is nice. Now, the thing that's really pissing me off, and I think there are plenty of people who can agree with me out there, and this isn't directly related to Modern Warfare
Yep.
3. However, Call of Duty Elite.
Oh my
What is
God.
this like? 2 days later, dude, 5 minutes after the game released, I should have been able to get on
Yeah.
Call of Duty Elite. I understand they had software problems. I understand it can be difficult to fix. I'm no tech wizard. But dude, I didn't pay $106 to not use my subscription right off the
Exactly. See,
start.
you got the Elite. I'm assuming from what you just said, right? Okay. See, I
Yeah.
got Elite as well, and I can use it on my Xbox. You know, like I can go on Elite and whatever, but I can't use it on my laptop. Like I can't go online and go on the Elite website. It keeps bringing me up with these errors, and it really is pissing me off for two reasons. One, they really should have had just like gotten this shit handled right away because uh, they were estimating the sales. You know, it's not like this came as a huge shock to them. They knew they were going to sell a lot, so they should have had the servers or whatever. They should have had that all set to go. And two, I'm pretty sure there's no refund for this. Like I haven't read or heard anybody getting a refund. So if I were to call GameStop or Xbox or fucking whatever, I can't even most likely get a refund for this, and that's what's really making me mad. Is like just like what you said, I paid for this service, now let me use it, and we shouldn't even have to pay for it either. But
No, that's crap. That's like when you're out of power and then the cable company sends you a bill. It's like,
that was the best
no,
way to
dude.
word that.
And they're if they don't, whoever I don't know if it's Sledgehammer who's handling this or Infinity Ward or who's handling this, like the team. I would really expect an apology because like you're not ready for your system isn't ready for me to use, but you're ready to take my $60.
Exactly.
Like, dude, and I doubt they will. Like, I want to hear at least an apology for the inconvenience, and here's like, we added any time you haven't been able to use because, I mean, I paid for it. And it's not fair because I'm not able to use it. It's really shit, and it's pissing me off because this is what they were pushing for. It's like, oh, Call of Duty Elite. It's like, this is exactly where I don't want games to go. Like these games nowadays, like I think Mortal Kombat is just one I can think of right now that did it where you have to pay an online fee. And if you're someone who uses like Xbox, you have to pay a fee already to get on their
Right.
service, and then another fee
Right.
for the game.
Right. Exactly. I really agree with you right there. Um,
Be, be, I, I don't know, dude. It's like $60 isn't enough anymore. That's not
Yeah,
enough.
and something to add to what you were saying was about them not being ready is I really think the Call of Duty franchise now is being really rushed because if you think about it, like they have to produce a new game every year and they have to think of new things every year. But if you look at a game like Halo, I didn't really play Halo a lot. I played a little bit of Halo 1 and 3, but like they made a game every I'm gonna assume 2 or 3 years. right? And it was
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
So why don't they do that here in Call of Duty? Like, I'd rather have a really good game come out every 3 years as opposed to like a mediocre game every year. You know?
It's all money, dude. It's Activision. It's got to be one of the worst companies. I, I
Look
mean,
at Guitar
we
Hero.
could go off and that ruined Guitar Hero. I don't even want to talk about Guitar Hero. Like we could rant about all this stuff forever, but I mean that's just kind of the initial thoughts. I don't know. We maybe down the road, like in a couple of weeks or so, it'll change and we'll have more stuff to talk about. But that's just my initial feelings on Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer solely. I haven't even touched the campaign yet, which might sound bad, but dude, it's the multiplayer is what's mainly pushed, and I'm sure the campaign will be decent, but I don't think it'll be. It's a shooter, it's a first-person shooter campaign. It's not like one of those, like what was the last big campaign game that came, or like Skyrim's coming out like
Well, I
tomorrow or
know
something.
one that's been getting a lot of praise is the Batman one, Arkham City.
Oh yeah, yeah, like that. Like that's a game that's centered around campaign. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long, good, full-hearted campaign. But like Call of Duty is just to get some life on there for people who won't go online or something
Yeah,
like that. And Spec Ops is a whole other story. But as for multiplayer, that's kind of my thoughts. The customization is really really awesome. The strike packages are way better than kill streaks. I like that they
yeah,
switched that out. The everything about the customization and everything is awesome. And the game types and the whole system, like the ranking up system, is really good. I like it with the guns and the levels, and I like COD points in Black Ops, but I kind of prefer this
yes,
just
I
as well.
agree. My final thought about this is Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer is good, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's personally, I mean, especially with Elite, that's
Yeah,
pissing me off. This is my last Call of Duty. I'm not gonna be buying any more Call of Duties after this. I'm done. I'm ready to move on to something else. I don't want to rain on anyone else's parade who's still really in love with Call of Duty, but slowly, like you cannot stay on top forever. At the moment, they are like they're always referred to as the juggernaut, the best-selling game
yeah,
of all time. Dude, there'll be another best-selling game of all time down the road. You won't be the best-selling game of all time forever.
oh, for sure, I agree.
All right, so that's kind of it for our thoughts, and yeah, I thank you for doing this with me. It's a little less repetitive just to have my own thoughts out there, to have
Oh,
someone
of
else out
course,
there.
anytime, Roman.
Oh, all right, dude. Then we will probably do more discussing and ranting on Call of Duty some other time.